I did.
Oh,
I
you
started
did.
it.
Okay.
We started.
You did. Good morning. How the heck is everybody today? Nice to have everybody here and having fun with all the songs.
We're all
did-
in our places with sunshining faces.
Yep, we are.
The way.
Of course, we did our normal Doobie Brothers. You know, only place in the world probably you could hear that song in the morning. And then we did "Holding Out for a Hero" with Bonnie Tyler. That's always a fun song. And I played a song just before that, and it's called "All for Love." But the biggest reason I did it is because of who sung it: Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting. Really? All three of them. So awesome song.
You're going to need to play that one again now that we know.
Yeah.
Oh, would you turn the light on, hon?
Yep.
Thank you. One more thing that I do every morning, I forgot. Okay.
Okay. Of course, that just turned out.
So while you're doing that, why don't I tell people about what's going on in the world?
How do you spell candy with 2 letters?
See what?
How do you spell candy with 2 letters?
And
C and Y.
Oh.
Candy.
C and D.
What do you
I
call
like M&M's better.
I know. What do you call a cow that can't move? A milk dud. What candy do you eat on the playground? Reese's Pieces. What do you call a train loaded with bubble gum? A choo-choo train. Thank you, Peggy. Okay, go ahead.
So Tuesday, we have a motion code at 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m.
What's that?
Motion code. If you don't know, you can. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. You can talk to Maria. It's about clearing emotions so you can have a happy life. Works for me. And then on Friday, 10:30 to noon is Intuitive Tarot. I also have an evening class, but some couldn't do an evening class, and some people couldn't do a daytime class. So I'm trying to do both. But anyway, so 10:30 to noon, I'll have a new layout for you. There is a cost for that one. So, and please let me know if you're coming so I can make sure I have enough stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for all the pictures.
Looks good.
We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
Hey, George and John.
And John said, if someone thinks that love and peace is a cliche that must have been left behind in the 60s, that's the problem. Love and peace are eternal.
And require effort every day.
Require effort every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Doesn't come naturally. Well, I don't know about if that's not true, but it's kind of like a garden.
Yeah.
You have to tend it and love it and water it and weed it, and otherwise it just kind of gets lost. Flowers get lost. So, and George, have you ever noticed that their stuff is crap, and your crap is stuff?
Yes.
They used another word. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Cosmic forces.
I know.
You're just radiating too much energy.
Am I?
Somebody is.
See, you did that way over there and it made noise here. I didn't do that.
Is that microphone?
I don't think so. Nope.
Is the wires all plugged in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a short in the system?
We're going to either get a new one, a better one,
Better.
or something. So it's driving me
It's
nuts.
short the cord pop. Let's get a new cord.
Right. On average, in any given hour, there are 61,000 people airborne over the United States. And this was 20 years ago.
Half of them fly over our backyard.
Yeah, and a lot of them fly over our backyard. Good elevation, but still. We lived near the old Vista Field, so frequently, 20 years ago, aircraft used to come over our house quite a bit. So that's fun. Only mediocrity can be trusted to be always at its best. The discovery of a new dish does more for human happiness than the discovery of a new star.
A new dish.
A new dish,
As in food?
as in food.
Oh, I
Not-
totally
not a dish.
agree. I totally agree. New dish. I tried some new things lately.
Fun.
Yeah. I've only had one.
None
that
of them
was
have
like-
been failures.
Oh yeah, one was a, no, we're not doing that.
Which one?
I don't remember, but it was
Oh.
like, oh heck, don't. Shredded that one.
I probably liked it. Diplomatist. Sorry.
Diplomatist.
Yeah,
I don't
diplomatist.
know.
No, I think it's diplomatist.
Diplomatist.
Yeah, it's a diplomatist. A diplomatist. That's weird. Is a man who, it's 1874, so they said it was a man. It might have been a woman now. Who always remembers a woman's birthday, but never remembers her age.
Oh.
Yeah, probably happily married.
All the beautiful sentiments in the world weigh less than a single lovely action.
Hmm.
Well, it's quiet in here without the fan on.
I know, what the heck?
Fan turned off.
I know, but why is this so loud?
I don't know. Just is. Nothing is more beautiful than the loveliness of the woods before sunrise. And that's true.
That's true,
just, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, it's louder than it used to be because of our redesign. So we just got two smaller inlets instead of one great big one outside. Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Was this one that I was going to read? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to end with a story.
He's going to tell you a joke without reading it.
Brunette and blonde. Sorry if it offends somebody, but there you go. Yeah.
Blonde joke warning. Blonde
Blonde
joke
joke.
warning.
A couple of gals, sisters, blonde and brunette, inherited a ranch and weren't sure what to do, but they had it for a few years and everything was not going well, and they ended up, well, you know what, we need some help here. So I think we need to buy a bull, help get more calves and get this ranch going. So it's like, okay. So the blonde was looking. They were both looking. The brunette found one. Said, hey, I'm gonna go up, see if I can make a deal with this thing. If I can do that, then you bring the trailer and we'll take it back home. It's like, okay. So she went there. Have you heard this one, or are you just laughing already?
I was just thinking, throw a redhead in there and make it real spicy.
Oh.
Throw a redhead in there and make it real spicy.
So she gets there, and the bull's perfect, and she says, how much? And the guy says, $599 and not a dollar less. Okay. So she gives him the money, and it's like, okay, well, I got to get a hold of my sister now. So she goes to the telegraph office. Remember, this is not new, something.
This is before
tiny,
cell phones.
Before cell phones and everything. So went to the telegraph office to send a telegram. And so she sees the guy, says the whole story about her sister, and, she's got to come get the truck. And so she dictates this whole thing out. And he says, well, that'd be fine, but it's 99 cents a minute. I mean, a word. I did that again. 99 cents a word. And she goes, oh, well, I gave the guy all my money except for $1. How am I going to do this? So she thought about it for a minute, and she goes, okay, I got it. Just send her the word comfortable. And he goes, comfortable? She says, yeah. He says, well, how is that going to work? And she says, well, she's blonde. So it's a long word. So she has to speak it very slowly and kind of sound it out. So it comes out comfortable.
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 Are you comfortable with that?
I am comfortable with that.
All right.
That's the first time I've told that joke in public, so might not have been perfect.
It's all good. We have a guest speaker today.
Yes, we do.
So let's give a big Divine Fellowship welcome to Michele Lanigan.
One of our other frequent travelers.
Let's see if I know.
Yeah, what's the trick with this?
You hold that.
I have pockets in this dress. Can you hold that?
Oh, see, dress with pockets. Oh my God, that's.
It's kind of weird place.
Okay, I'm just putting it on this for you. Just have to make sure the little dots facing your face. No, sorry. That's okay. You didn't need that chin. I need stronger thumbs. Try that.
Does it work?
It
And
works.
it's not crackling. I'm almost afraid to move.
You're good. It was just
Good.
me.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Earlier passed out little notepads and pens. If anybody didn't get one, does anybody need one? One in back, Erica. Pam needs one in back.
Okay.
You don't need them right now. This is May's favorite. She likes to take notes, so. Do you guys remember Matthew McConaughey when he received his Oscar award? Oops, I moved right. Where he received his Oscar award for Dallas Buyers Club. So in 2014, he gave an amazing acceptance speech. Anybody remember that?
All right, all right, all right.
It ended with all right, all right, all right. But yeah. So in his speech, he said, I thank God because that's who I look up to, and my family because that's who I look forward to, and to my hero, that's who I chase. Anybody remember who he was talking about?
Himself.
You remember? Yay. Yes, himself. Here's what he said. He said, my hero is me 10 years. My hero is me in 10 years, who I'm going to become. I'm never going to beat my hero, never going to attain that, but that's okay with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep chasing. Isn't it amazing? He keeps chasing a better version of himself. So his goal is to be a better version of himself, and he sees that person as his future self. Isn't that crazy? So he's always better the next day. He's always trying to be better the next day. So, and the big thing is his head, his heart, is that person is real. To him, that's a real person that he's chasing, that he exists. It's not just a goal. Like usually we create goals or plans and we make lists and we plan everything out and we kind of see what's going to happen in the future in our head. This is different. This is chasing a person, yourself, in the future. Isn't that cool? So your future already exists in your head. And I know you probably never thought about that, but your future exists in your head, in your heart, and in your actions. So your actions reflect how you see yourself in the future, right? Think about that. This is deep, you guys. This is so cool. So who is that person? You created them, you in your future. Whether it's you in a week or 10 years, you've created that person in your head. So the other part of that is you today. Who created you? Was you 10 years ago, 5 years ago? You created you. Your younger self created you today. So how does that feel? It's a little scary, huh? So you created this version of yourself. So what does that feel like? You get to decide. What are you going to do in the next 10 years that you will be proud of for yourself in 10 years? How about 2 years? How about 2 weeks? How about later today? We have in our head, that person is already there. We're creating that person in our future. So this provides some really powerful insight because so much of what we think about when we're creating is we're thinking about things that we want to do or goals, things that we want to achieve. And by thinking about who you are and that you are creating your future self, that's a whole different way of thinking about how you create your life. And it's very powerful. It provides some amazing insight. And so you get to decide. Nobody else. This is your thing. You get to decide. And so how do you start? How do you start wrapping your head around creating future you? Not a time machine. We don't need one of those. So one way to look at it is what makes you proud of yourself. These are the things to focus on. The things that make you proud. Those are the things that you internalize and you build on. But it's hard because you don't want to be arrogant or boastful. We're taught not to be that. But this is you. This is your relationship with yourself. Not with me, not with your spouse, not with anybody else. It's just your relationship with yourself. And it's important for us to appreciate what we've done. Look at all the times you've taken risks. Where you stuck your neck out to make a change for yourself or to help somebody else. These are things that all create who you are in the future. These are all internal things that connect you with people emotionally, that build how you feel about yourself. And I know all of you have done some amazing things. As I was sitting here last couple of days working on this, because I was thinking about some of you I know really well, some just a little bit, and I know this is an amazing group of people. And if we were to go around and ask people things that they did that made them proud, we would all be, on one level, we'd be surprised because we'd go, oh, I didn't know that about them. But on the other hand, you know that person, and you could see them doing whatever that is. Does that make sense? And it's like, look at Janice and Phil. They created this church. What anniversary approaching? 29. So 29 years ago, without thinking about it, they were creating themselves today in this church. Who would have thought? And it's truly an amazing place. It's a gift. So Matthew McConaughey started by thanking God and his family. So guess what? You get to define what those are to you as well. So like some people see God as a higher power, as a creator, whatever. You get to see what God is. Some people I've heard use the term God of your heart. So it's an internal feeling. And same with your family. You usually think of your family as your biological family, but it's also your spiritual family or your friends. The writer Richard Bach, he wrote Illusions, and in that book he said sometimes your real family is people you aren't even related to. And I've noticed my family, my extended family, has changed over my life. And I've had people drift into my life and I have a really strong connection with them and they're really important to me, and then they drift apart. And at one time that really bothered me, but then I realized it's okay. I don't need longevity to love somebody. And I don't need longevity for them to impact my life, for me to impact theirs. So that's okay. So you get to define what God is to you and what family is to you. So what does your future look like to you? In your future, what are you going to be proud of? Have you ever thought about that? A lot of us, we think about our future in terms of maybe our job, our work, our family, vacations, things like that. But have you ever thought about your future as in, when I look back in 10 years, am I going to be proud of myself? Kind of changes the game a little, huh? So I'm going to throw out some ideas. And here in a minute, you don't have to start thinking about it now. And that's why you have the notepads there. So I'm going to throw out some ideas. And as I talk, you can write down what inspires you. And you don't have to, but I know how it is. I come to church and I hear these amazing messages. And then I walk out the door and I'm like, oh my God, that was so cool. I have no idea what we just did. And then I go back and I listen to the video. But so I want you to take notes if you want to. And before I jump into that, there's one thing I want to point out. And when I do messages, I sit and I meditate. And this is a little bit of a sidestep from what I'm talking about. So apparently this is important to some people here, maybe me. But have you guys, a lot of what we're creating, a lot of the things that make us proud and happy are not our jobs or things that we have achieved, but they're our relationships. He said he thanked God. So his relationship with God and his family, whatever that is. So relationships whether it's with ourselves or God or with friends and family, those are the most important thing for us. And so that the Spirit kind of told me, I need to tell you about this. Have you guys heard of this movie, Fireproof? Let me put it in front of the camera for the people online. Fireproof. And there's also a book that goes with this, and it's a story. It's about this couple, and the guy's a firefighter, and that's kind of where the fireproof thing comes with it. But he's a firefighter, and he and his wife are having problems, and they're squabbling all the time, and he's really upset, and they're just back and forth, and then he's talking to his father about this, and his dad says, well, do this. And he says, first of all, quit fighting with her and start, do you usually make your coffee for her in the morning? He goes, yeah, but not lately. Well, do it. All those nice things that you did, that you used to do when you were madly in love with her, do that. And he's like, do that. And so he did. And it's actually, there's steps. It's not just one. That's like kind of the first step. And the book goes into it more. Apparently, I haven't read the book, but they talk about it. And it's real Christian based kind of plan, but it's very valid. It's got very valid applications to it. So I just want to throw that out. And I think you can see it on the streaming services. And if this is too long and too complicated, do you guys remember the sitcom Moms? Anybody see that, Moms? It's about what was her name? Allison Janney and Anna Faris, and the mom is Bonnie, and the daughter is Christy, and Christy's like 40ish, so not a little kid. These are grown-ups. And the mom has her boyfriend. They're all living in the same apartment, and they're the mom and the daughter are recovering alcoholics. So a lot of the show is about their AA meetings and their sponsors and the things that they go through in their recovery and their friends and stuff like that. So Christy, the daughter, is at an AA meeting, and she's talking to her sponsor, and she's like, my mom is just driving me nuts. That woman is so crazy, blah, 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 this and that. And she just, and her sponsor goes, stop. She goes, you need to be nice to her. What? Why should I be nice to her? She She goes, I'm listening to her, and she's, stop. You need to be nice to her, and not just be nice to her, but you need to do nice things for her. Well, then she's just going to say, blah, blah, and you're not going to tell her you're doing nice things for her. You're going to do nice things for her. She's not going to know what you're doing it. You're not going to say anything to her, and you're not going to argue with her. And she's like, and she's like, Christy, just do it. And so, of course, she's at home, and she's like, and she's doing the stuff, but she's like there's a dish laying out, so she puts it away, and she's like, all mad, and she goes and folds the laundry, and she's like, they're stupid. And she doesn't tell her mom's not around, she's not seeing this, but they're stupid laundry folded, and so these are things she's all saying to herself, and this goes on, but then Adam starts getting the credit for it, the boyfriend. So mom thinks that Adam is doing all these things for her, folding the laundry and picking up after her and stuff like that. So now she's getting even madder, and she's just, why am I doing all this? That Marjorie's blah, blah, blah. And she's just getting madder and madder. And then she's in the kitchen, and she glanced over, and her mom is cuddling with Adam on the couch. And she's like, oh, I'm so happy for my mom. And then she goes, damn it, I do love my mom. But it's just how important our actions are tied to our emotions. What generates your emotions and what generates your actions? And both of these stories are just really priceless and worth listening to. So we're going to do kind of a light meditation. And I think, Janice, should we just leave the lights on, or can we leave the middle one on?
You can leave the middle one on.
Okay.
Turn it too off.
Yeah.
Really
So,
makes it nice.
okay. Yeah. So we're going ahead and ready to do our meditation. And just take some deep breaths and just put your feet flat on the ground. Is that enough light if you need to make a note? Okay. Yeah, so just say hello to yourself and close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. And notice the planet beneath your feet. and make some connections between your body and the planet. You could create like a grounding cord from your base of your spine down to the center of the planet. Some people like to ground through their feet. Imagine their feet being attached to the ground. Just notice how that makes you feel to be really anchored into Mother Earth. And just be in the center of your head. Picture yourself being right behind your eyeballs, sitting in a nice little comfy room, just relaxing and noticing how your body feels. You can breathe and just notice how good that feels to just sit there. What a nice, safe place this is. And picture yourself in a bubble. This is a bubble of your own energy. Basically, it's like your aura around you, about 18 inches out. So you're in this nice, safe bubble, your own energy in your own head, connected to the planet. Just notice how good that feels. How safe. And so I'm going to throw out some ideas for you. And you might like get a ping of emotion like, ah! And write down, gee, maybe that's a zinger for me. Maybe I should look at that. And these are things for what you think you might want to look about working on for who you are in your future, for creating your future self. And these aren't about goals. They're not about jobs or anything like that. They're about who you are. So the first one is about God. So what is your relationship to God? How do you see God? Who is God to you? About your spiritual growth. Are you invested in your spiritual growth? What would you do different? Meditate every day? Be of service? Nurture yourself? Yes, that's a connection to God. Honor yourself? Be grateful for who you are. God created you. What a gift. Be grateful for your life. Do you want to practice more self-reflection? Maybe journal? If any of these things kind of stand out for you, you could make a note or anything similar so you remember them. And you don't have to. But... So the second one is family. And that includes your non-biological family as well. Does your family know you love and appreciate them? And I just saw somebody said, well, what about our four-legged family? Yes, this applies to your four-legged family too. Do you nurture your relationship with your family? Is that a conscious thought or are they just there? Have you forgiven people? Have you forgiven family members? Do you treat everyone with love and respect? How about your communication with your family? We take that for granted a lot. I know when somebody passes away or something happens or somebody moves, people talk about, well, the last time I talked to them. So say hello to your communication with your family. See if there's anything in there you want to strengthen. And what about your relationships to kids? What's your relationship going to be like in 5 or 10 years? Right now, especially if you have little ones, your relationship space is hopefully different than it will be in 10 years. Because your kids are going to change. Everybody changes, so you're going to have to change your relationship with them. Is that something you want to consciously put out into the future that I want to work on this? I want to keep my relationship with my family in present time. In 10 years, will you be proud of yourself for the parent you are? Doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. That's life. Just keep breathing. So what about yourself? Your relationship with yourself. Do you treat yourself with love and respect? Do you expect other people to treat you with love and respect? How do you communicate to yourself? We were talking in the healing room about saying, I'm old. Nope, nope, nope. Bad words, bad words. Do you nurture yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually? We plan our days kind of subconsciously, just, got to have breakfast, got to do this errand, got to do that errand. Maybe I'll sit in the garden, maybe I'll do this, do that. But to consciously create your spiritual, emotional, and physical life is very powerful. It will change who you are in the future, in 5 or 10 years. How about your relations? When entering a sweat lodge, we say, for all my relations. And that includes all relations. This is the Native American philosophy. So all my relations, that includes people, plants, animals, Mother Earth. So how do you feel about your relations with all that part of your life? Do you respect and honor everyone, even though those people you've never met? This would be things like putting away shopping carts or not leaving a big mess when you go out to eat. This is a huge part of Japanese culture, is very, very mindful of not doing anything that might bother or offend somebody else. Like you don't talk loudly on your phone in public, and you don't make a lot of noise when you're out in public. And if you eat dinner somewhere, you stack all your plates and wipe off your table for the server, make it easier for them. It's all about making the world a better place for your neighbors, people you haven't even met. So what about respecting the animals that died to sustain you? Do you bless and thank them? What about your relations with your coworkers? Spend a lot of time with our coworkers. A lot of drama unfolds at work. We all know that. So this movie Fireproof, that applies to people at work as well. Career is another big one for a lot of people. Our job is a big part of our lives that defines so much of who we are. Does your job validate you? Do you validate the people you work with? Do you appreciate your job? Does future you want to be there? Do you want to be at that same job in 10 years? If the job isn't good, what about the relationship with your job? I know a lot of people have told me they don't like their job that much, but they love their coworkers and they go to work for their relationships at their job. And I've heard other people say just the opposite. I love my job, but geez, some of the people I work with are, well, so maybe that's something that you want to change in your life. Other things in your life. Are you wanting to be of service in any way? What do you want to be or do? About your hobbies? A lot of times people's hobbies are more important even than their jobs are. They spend a whole lot of time doing their hobbies. Do you share your hobbies? What about your other interests? Things that are important to you. People are involved in. Some people you meet and it's like, oh yeah, she's going every night at some meeting somewhere or some class. So these are all things that are important in defining who you are. What will make you from 5 years now proud of you? 10 years from now? Those are the kind of things you want to look at. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. Go ahead and take a breath and still be in that light meditation space. And if you're writing, go ahead and finish what you're writing. But I want you to imagine that your future self, you can pick 5, 10 years, whatever works for you. Your future self is available to talk to. And you can imagine that they're either sitting with you or you're talking to them on the phone. Whatever works for you, but say hello to them. Say hello to your future self. And I want you to ask your future self this question. What should I be doing now to be the best version of me? What should I be doing now to be the best version of me? And go ahead and write that down. And if you haven't got an answer, a clear answer, that's okay. Just put the postulate out there. Just plan that it will come to you at some point in some way, and you will know when it comes. You will be aware of it. So, everybody done writing? So take some deep breaths. You're still in that meditation space. Just imagine a big gold ball of energy above you, and this is your energy. And let it be a magnet to call back any energy you've left laying around where you're problem solving or you have in the future. You can call your energy back from the future. You can call your energy back from the past. And just let that fill up that gold energy. It's nice and neutral. And just bring it in through the top of your head and into your body. Fill up your body with that beautiful gold sparkly energy that's your divine energy. And let it fill a bubble around you. That bubble you have, your aura, just fill it with that beautiful gold energy. And then go ahead and stretch. Okay. So, anybody want to talk about what you've got? I'll start with what my future self told me that I need to be doing is play. More play. So recess after church. Recess. Oh, the microphone. Thank you, Janice. Anybody else want to talk about what happened? What's your
I was told to walk my talk.
to walk your talk? Oh, cool. That's important. That's huge for you, isn't it?
Very.
Wow. That gave me goosebumps. Anybody else?
My message was to create and go inward and heal.
To heal inward. That's powerful. Anybody else? How did that feel in general about thinking about your future self and communicating with your future self?
So when you said that, the thing that was awkward for me is when I went to talk to my self, my twin was there, which was so awkward. I didn't expect that. So, because she was, all of a sudden, she was beside me looking at herself.
Oh, so
And I
you
thought,
guys are,
is that because we have the same DNA?
well, you're strongly connected spiritually.
Yeah. It was so awkward because I was like, looking at myself, and all of a sudden there she was looking at herself beside me. I thought,
Oh, cool. So you're sharing with her. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Somebody else had their hand up. Was it Erica? Was it you? Who was it I saw?
Sure.
I was looking at a rose of pink and like a gentle red. And I think that was kind of the message to myself, that it was like just to be kind
Be
to
gentle.
myself, be gentle, you know, just take care of yourself and your body and your needs and everything. I just saw this straight line and everything will work itself out.
Wow. Very cool. Janice, how about you?
Mine was rest, recover, move.
Cool. Wow, that's cool. All very important. I think, oh, we have one.
I think what was nice is that I had a very gentle feeling of you're walking the path that you should be on. And so it gave me confidence that it's okay.
Oh, good. That's wonderful. And Dory had her hand up too, right behind you.
So mine goes back to what I wanted to do since I was a little girl, and that was to learn to play the piano, to sing, and I think I was born singing, and to learn how to ballroom dance.
Oh,
So I'll be turning 70 in 6 months. So in 10 years, I'll be 80. And as I thought about what she would tell me then, it was, you need to sing and dance and play the piano.
oh, that's awesome. Good for you. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. I think we're ready to pass the baton. Oops. I'll let you know, because I don't want to. You gotta dance.
I don't want a neck. Sheer determination is all that is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give her a big hand. Okay. So I had a little difficulty figuring out a Bible verse for today, because there's a few that would be really good. But this
But
is
this
what,
was her favorite one.
well, for this moment, it's my favorite. And this comes from Isaiah 28 through 31. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, does not become weary or tired. His understanding is inscrutable. He gives strength to the weary, and to him who lacks, he gives increased power. Though youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord, and the word wait there means hope, will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. So we can do this. We can be advocates for our future self. We can be great. We got help to do that.
Holding out for a hero.
Holding out for a hero. And it's us and the big guy upstairs and the spiritual world. Got your stuff? Okay.
I'm set.
She said. Join us in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of light, as we take this into our body, help us to be mindful that our body is sacred, sacred to you and sacred to us. Grant us peace and strength in the journey. Give us a beautiful future. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Amen.
And join us in prayer again, please. And if you're not doing the communion thing, thank you for granting us this sacred moment. And hopefully you can have a sacred moment with Bree or whatever that is.
It's tearing all over.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't want to watch. Join us in prayer, please. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, all of it, and drink in the possibilities for the future. Thank you. Guide us. Protect us. These things we pray in the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
Mhm. Thank you. I think we've got all the estimates in for the parking lot.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, because we have
Still
more
working on
issues
it.
that.
And for anybody that hasn't been here recently, have a couple of QR code type codes that go from credit card and Beth, what were the other two payment platforms?
PayPal and
PayPal
Venmo.
and Venmo?
I think so.
Okay, I think. I don't remember.
If you have trouble, let us know. Nancy can help. Let's do a energy circuit for the folks online, and then Phil will do a song for us, and then we'll do our energy circle. So we're still connected to that divine source, whatever that is for you. Bring that into your heart space. From your heart space to your left hand to right hand, back to your heart. And this creates an energetic circuit. And you'll be able to feel this divine energy flowing through you, to you, and it'll start to build between your hands. You'll feel that energy. Can you feel that? This is unlimited divine energy that never runs out. And we have access to that. What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful gift. And we can use this to create our future. Bring that into your heart space. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Say, everybody, say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.